Hi, welcome to Vic and Vern Sports Chat. I'm Vic and welcome to the DEFCON Rugby Show. Just me today on Monday. I see a few people in already. Paula Hing. Rassie is mad and he will definitely not win on Saturday. Paula, trust the process. Who gives a damn? It's the World Cups that are important. I know it's the DEFCON show. This week we'll have DEFCON shows Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. Vern will on Thursday give you a lot of updates on the Currie Cup team and everything of the week, but let me just quickly put it out there for you guys. So we're going to talk Springboks, a little bit of Rugby World Cup, just very short, a little bit of Currie Cup, because on Wednesday we're going to have in-depth looks into those two competitions, but today it's all about Rassie naming his Springbok squad. Where would I rank this squad right now? You know, we got our rankings from DEFCON 5 at the bottom to DEFCON 1. Listen here, when I saw that, I went, this got to be DEFCON 2. Holy shit. I mean, I did not see this happening. I didn't see this lineup. I was on Kiwi Lads with Hamish. That video will come out later. And, you know, we made out like who we would have put in. And I was looking at the team, and not in a million years would I've come up with this team that Rassie has come up with. But we'll get into that in about 2 or 3 minutes. Let's just quickly go have a look at the Currie Cup. Let me move my dumbass head over to the side. So on the weekend, we did have the Sharks beating the Pumas, Western Province beating the Cavaliers, the Lions beating Griquas, and the Bulls beating the Cheetahs. Isn't it funny that when these teams play the URC players, then it's not such a competition anymore? But look, we do have our two semi-finals. It's the Lions against the Bull and Cavaliers and the Griquas against the Cheetahs, going to be live on this channel. Times have not 100% been confirmed yet when these are coming out. I think one's on Friday and one's on Saturday. But I'm still hoping for a Griquas Cavaliers final. I could also handle Cavaliers Cheetahs. I just want Bulan to be in the final, man. I just want Bulan to be in the final. But that'll all be on the show on Friday and Saturday. Then a quick look at the Women's World Cup. We do have our quarterfinals. And oh man, this is not good news. I'm getting a cramp in my leg. Oh, one of those. Have you guys ever had that? One of those? Fucking hell. I've got to stretch out there. New Zealand take on South Africa. Women, not men. We got two games on Saturday. The All Blacks against the Springboks. Gonna be epic now. The ladies, the ladies are total outsiders. Anything other than a thrashing would be amazing. I mean, if the young ladies there from the South African Springboks can keep it under a 50-point difference, I think that'd be a great achievement. It's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be tough. Then another big game there, Canada against Australia. I think that's a toss of the coin. No one knows what the hell's going on there. France, Ireland. The French are going to whack the Irish, and the English are going to destroy the Scottish. Mary Queen of Scots, I do see you in the house. Sorry about that one. So there we go. But we'll see. So that's that. Now what we're going to do is, for the rest of the show, I'm going to quickly switch over to our Springbok picture. There you go. Springbok lineup. So let's talk Springboks now. Ooh, I'm telling you, this lineup is going to 100% divide the nation. Because, you know, everybody in South Africa, 60 million people, everybody thinks they're the coach of the Springboks, and 60 million of them think they're better than Rassie. No. Rassie's the man. So let's start off. We'll go with Rassie. And Rassie's laughing because all of you people think you know better than him. No, Rassie's got it all under control. I think we win on Saturday. I think it'll be tight, but I think we win. I do like the team. I like the braveness of Rassie. I was speaking to Hamish earlier this morning, and we both come up with an idea. This is genius from Rassie, because you know what? If he wins this game with this lineup, everybody will come out. Oh, we have so much depth, and look, he played the young players, and he changed so much, and we won. And if he loses, everybody's going to go, well, yeah, but he was trying things out. So it's a kind of, he's moved himself into a win-win situation, that little bugger. Clever man, that Rassie Erasmus. Who's in the house there? Loves this team. There you go. You see, everybody's got an opinion, Jan Lou. Everybody's got an opinion. How are you doing, man? Nice. I was on your channel the other day, man. There you go. So let's start off. I'm going to try to do this as good as I can. We're going to start off with the three guys up front, and I'll add them in, and then I'll switch them over. So there's our three boys starting. Here they come. We have Ox and Che, Malcolm Marks, and Thomas Atoy. No changes there. Absolutely no change. My paper says that. Look, Ox has got 40. Ox has only got 44 caps. I actually thought Ox had more caps. You know, Ox with 44 caps, Malcolm Marks with 81, and Thomas Atoy with 27. So, you know, three guys, around about 150 caps. So on average, 50 caps. I like that. I like that very much. I think that's a very good. I think it's a good mix, and I think, you know, who else were we gonna have there than those guys? I mean, you know, it was always gonna be, you know, Bongi wasn't gonna be in anything like. Then locks, there we go. Big change there, surprise. Not even on the bench. We've got Lut de Jager and Rowan Nortje. Look, Rowan Nortje, I think Rowan Nortje he's got that 5 or 4 spot, whichever one. He's got one of those nailed. I think he's the man for the future. Lut de Jager, I like him. You know, people will say, well, why is Eben not playing? Didn't Rassie tell us all that he doesn't want any Springbok to play more than 10 games in a calendar year? We had the games, we had, what is it? The Barbarians, 2 times Italians, the Georgians we had, and I think we had one more. And then of course, the 2 Aussie games, the first New Zealand. So we've up to 7 games. This will be the 8th game. Then we've got all those autumn internationals coming up. We're still going to play Argentina twice. So I think we're going to have about 16 games this year. So I don't think we're going to see anybody play more than 10 max. I mean, even the Iron Man, Jesse Creel's not in the squad, man. So we've got Rowan Nortje and Lut de Jager there. Then we go further. Our loose forwards trio. Let's check them out. I mean, look, Sia. I like to see Sia back on the 6. I think that's his best position. Peter Steff, you were not going to get around Peter Steff, but, you know, we'll see. And then the man that has got to be more disciplined, Casper Visser. He is in there, man. Yes, how many games is Ox? Yes, Ox is on a few games. You are bloody right about that. You know, that just throws my whole soliloquy that I put out before down the fucking toilet. Ox has been playing a lot. But I like this. I'm glad that Casper Visser is back. Look, I think, you know, if Cameron Hanekom was not injured, he'd be in the mix there. Look, Marco van Staden, not even in the team. Wilke Lowe's on the bench. So, yeah, we'll see what happens there. But I think this is a powerful unit. I mean, I thought we were quite good on the scrums on the weekend. So Casper Visser will bring that extra beef and bulk to the team. Then we all knew this was coming. Anybody that tells me didn't know this was coming, then you don't know rugby, my son, because we all knew this was coming. After last weekend, we all knew Kobus was going to start. I think the whole thing got to Grant Williams. He just kicked the ball too much. Just let me read that chat there. Brian. Hi Vic from Durban. I hope Springboks win on sir. I want to see you and Vern going crazy over the win. Fuck it. Wouldn't we love to go crazy, man? Wouldn't we love to go? And those 2 New Zealand mongrels. If you guys went to Kiwi Lads after the show, the game on Saturday, we were invited to Kiwi Lads and he invited 2 New Zealand fans. Fuck it. I'd love to rub it into them, man. But nice guys. All the respect. They did deserve to win. But I want revenge, baby. I want revenge. I want die-hard revenge, Bruce Willis style, man. So we got Kobus. Kobus was the best man on the field for me on Saturday. Him and Sasha, the 2 best, they changed the game for us in a positive way. I'm surprised that Andre Pollock's not even in the team, because I actually thought he didn't play as bad as maybe the newspapers in South Africa made out. You know, he didn't get a lot of ball because Grant was kicking the ball all the fucking time, man. But this will be good. This will be good. We'll see. I'll show you the benches afterwards. I think this is a great lineup. These 2 will give us speed, agility. Definitely. Then let me just go there. Then these 2 boys. These 2 boys have to come up with a good game. And that is old Cheslin Colby and Kenan Moody. No, sorry. No. I gotta go different here. Oh, I gotta go different here. I'm gonna do this differently. Look, we got Ethan Hooker at 11. Surprise. That's a big surprise for me. That's a big surprise. Let me put it out there for you. And Cheslin Colby, Ethan Hooker and Cheslin Colby. I didn't see that coming. I didn't see Ethan Hooker. I actually saw Andre Esterhuizen starting at 11. Maybe even a shout out for Makatsoli Mampimpi. But hey, listen here. Fuck it, we know nothing. And Rassie is the he's the guru. He's Obi-Wan Kenobi. He will get it right. Everybody criticized him after Australia. He changed things. He got it right. As a Kiwi, can't wait for both the Kiwi teams to play in the weekend. I predict the All Blacks to lose last weekend, but I have no idea what will happen this. Scott, I think it's such a tight game. Listen here. And nice to have a Kiwi on the show. You guys were fantastic. You know, we banter each other and stuff like that, but you've got to give credit where credit is due. In the first 60 minutes, you outplayed South Africa. I didn't even fucking recognize the Springboks. I'll be honest with you. You got some phenomenal players there. We'll see what your team... I don't think your team will change a lot. I think maybe one or two, because I know one guy's concussed, and I think Nawara's got rib problems, so he won't play, but we'll see. So I'm looking forward to seeing this Ethan Hooker and Cheslin Colby matchup. Then in the center... we'll put all three out there at the same time. There you go. Our back three. There you go. Damian Willemse. And if I told you Damian Willemse in the squad, everybody thought he'd be at 15. No, my friends. Damian Willemse is at 12. No Damian Delinda. Not at all. No Jesse Krill. Funnily enough, I mean, the Iron Man of rugby, Jesse Krill, not in the squad. And Cannon Moody's there with Farsi. So I like that. I think it's an explosive trio. I think they're all very good on up and unders. So if the New Zealanders start kicking a lot, I think they're very good at that. They're all very creative, fast. I actually like this lineup. And everybody, Damian Willemse. He's won 2 World Cups, right? Everybody thinks he's old. The man's only 27 years old. He could now actually play another 2 World Cups. So I like that. Exciting for me. I like the changes. I'm surprised Rassie came out so early with this lineup, but it is what it is, So let's get into the bench. I mean, and then we'll go into depth about the rest of the team. We'll get into the bench quickly. I just got to always... There you go. So look, we'll go with these three straight away. We've got Marnus van der Merwe. I like Marnus van der Merwe. Jan-Henrik Wessels and Wilco Louw. I think that's a lot of good power coming from the bench. We've got to try to find that bomb squad again that really does it for us. I mean, look, on the weekend, I actually thought the reserves changed the game in our favour. We could have lucked into a draw, let's be honest. We could have lucked into a draw, which wouldn't have been deserved. We would have taken it, of course, but it wouldn't have been deserved. But those three, I think, bring a lot of power from the bench. And I think that's a good decision by Rassie. Then, totally what I didn't expect, but Archie Snyman, he's in there with Kwaka Smith. Listen, let's be honest. Archie always coming off the bench. I think he's one of our best options off the bench. And then I think our greatest option off the bench always is Kwaka Smith. I mean, this man actually deserves to start every freaking game. He's that good. But I think he gives us that energy and power, and him and Archie can change the game. I love the one-handed offloads from Archie. So it's going to be very, very interesting. And we went for a 5-3 split here, which surprised a lot of people. So we'll put those three in there as well. And just put them on the screen for you guys. I didn't see Marnie making the team. I actually thought Andre Pollard would go to the bench, but we got Marnie on the bench. We got Grant Williams on the bench. Had to have a scrum half on the bench, obviously. And Andre Esterhuizen gives us a lot of options. And Andre Esterhuizen's an animal, man. I like this kid. Of course, me being a Sharks fan, I love him. But I think it's a good bench. Gives us a lot of options because you can actually have Marnie and Sasha Feinberg at the same time. A lot of options. Who else is out there? The ABs were under loads of pressure in the last couple of moments of the game. I don't know if I agree if I draw would have been... No, I don't think it would have been deserved. Come on, guys from South Africa. Come on, my South African brothers and sisters. We've got to be honest. We played cuck for 60 minutes, man. Yes, we could have had that one where Rico Iani held the ball up against, was it against Ox? Against Ox and Che, could have had a try there. We had opportunities, but you know what? It's actually good we lost. You know, it shakes us up again. You know, what is important? Does everybody want to win the rugby championships? Are we getting ready for the Rugby World Cup? That three-peat, never been done. Never been done. 3 times in a row. 3, my friends. That's what the goal is, man. If you tell me tomorrow, lose the rugby championship this year, lose the rugby championship next year, I think it's a shortened version, or maybe there's not even one next year. I know that's the All Blacks tour. If you tell me we only win 10% of our games for the next 2 years before the Rugby World Cup, we win the World Cup. Give me my pen, my paper, I'm signing it off. Contract done. I just want to win that World Cup for the 3rd time, because as you know, I've said on this channel, I want to change the freaking name of that trophy. If we win it 3 times, it cannot be called the Webb Ellis Trophy anymore. It belongs to us. And then it's got to be the Sia Kalusi Trophy or the Rassie Erasmus Trophy. I'd fucking name it the Donny Craven Trophy for all I care. But it has to have a South African's name if we win it 3 times in a row. That's just me. That's just me. So that's kind of the squad for today. I will quickly go over the whole screen, show you, so you can run down the team. This is what we're looking at for our Bokke. I think it's very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. So let me quickly jump back to the DEFCON show. There you go. Got the same background. There you come. Here it comes. Hi, Natasha. How are you doing, my dear? Natasha. I gotta always remember. Natasha is the Chelsea one, right? I always mix up Natasha and Lily B. Lily B is Arsenal. Natasha is Chelsea. There you go. Football this weekend as well. But now look, that was the rugby. Listen, if you want more information on the Currie Cup and the Women's Rugby World Cup, and then we're going to get into some NPC, everything that's got the Pacific Nations Cup is also, we're gonna have Samoa USA on the channel this weekend. A lot of rugby once again coming up. So join us for that. That was the show for today. Short but sweet. The short part's not here, the sweet part is. And we'll see you guys tomorrow morning for the morning show, as usual, 7 o'clock Central European time. Tomorrow afternoon, we have our Premier League football predictions. So we'll look back at the last round. That was the 3rd round. And of course, we'll look forward to the 4th round. Big Manchester derby coming up, good games. And this week, we still got live basketball on the channel. And of course, all the football, NFL later tonight. Don't forget that. So join me for that. But you guys have a wonderful day. All you rugby fans out there. And to all you wannabe Russies, what would your squad have been? I mean, look, the man is actually doing a fantastic job by managing that no one plays too much. Because these players are all playing too much. Because, you know, they got the URC coming up, and you got the Autumn Internationals. You got the Rugby Championship. You got the Investec Cup, the Challenge Cup. Too much rugby. But that was my take on Rassie's squad. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see each other tomorrow. Or this evening, NFL. The Minnesota Vikings against the Chicago Bears. Should be a good one. Ciao, guys.